Imagine standing at the starting line of a race. You haven't taken a single step yet, but in your mind, you already see yourself crossing the finish line. You feel the victory, the applause, the accomplishment. Your heart beats with certainty. Not because you're blindly optimistic, but because you know that success begins before the race even starts. This is the power of mindset. Your mind is the engine that drives every action, every choice, and every opportunity in your life. It determines whether you push forward or retreat, whether you seize opportunities or let them slip away. The way you think shapes the way you act, and the way you act determines the results you achieve. Some of the most successful people in history didn't start with unlimited resources, natural talent, or perfect circumstances. What they did have was an unshakable belief in their ability to succeed, even when the odds were against them. They acted as if success was already theirs, and eventually reality caught up. This isn't just motivational talk, it's backed by psychology and neuroscience. Studies show that our brains can't always distinguish between real experiences and vividly imagined ones. This means that when you consistently visualize yourself succeeding, your brain starts rewiring itself to believe it's possible. This belief then influences your behaviors, decision-making, and confidence levels. Your brain is not fixed, it's constantly rewiring itself based on your thoughts, experiences, and repeated behaviors. This phenomenon called neuroplasticity means that the more you reinforce a belief or habit, the stronger it becomes. If you constantly tell yourself, I'm not good enough, your brain creates neural pathways that reinforce that belief. But if you start acting as if you are good enough, if you think, speak, and behave like a confident, capable person, your brain starts adapting to that reality. This is why acting as if is so powerful. When you embody the qualities of a successful person, your brain starts believing it, and soon your actions align with that belief. Your brain is bombarded with millions of pieces of information every second. To prevent overload, it relies on the reticular activating system, RAS, the filter that determines what information is important and what gets ignored. When you believe in your success, your RAS starts filtering the world through that lens. You begin noticing opportunities, resources, and connections that were always there but previously overlooked. On the other hand, if you believe success is impossible, your brain will only notice obstacles and limitations. This is why mindset is everything. Change your thoughts and you change what you see. Change what you see and you change what you act on. Change what you act on and you change your results. History is filled with people who acted as if success was inevitable, long before they had any proof. Before Jim Carrey became one of the highest paid actors in Hollywood, he was broke and struggling. But instead of accepting that reality, he decided to act as if success was already on its way. He wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered and dated it 5 years in the future. He carried that check with him every day, visualizing himself achieving massive success. Did it work? Absolutely. Just before the date he'd written on the check, he landed a role in Dumb and Dumber, earning $10 million. As a young girl growing up in poverty, Oprah Winfrey had no logical reason to believe she'd become one of the most powerful women in the world. But she refused to let her circumstances define her future. She acted as if she was destined for greatness, working tirelessly on her communication skills, surrounding herself with the right people, and seeking out opportunities. Because she believed in her success before it became reality, the world eventually aligned with her vision. Before Arnold Schwarzenegger became a world-famous actor and politician, he was just a bodybuilder with a thick accent and big dreams. When he told people he would become a Hollywood star, they laughed. But he acted as if it was already true. He spoke, trained, and auditioned like a man who knew success was coming. Eventually, the world caught up to his belief. He became one of the biggest action stars in history. The key difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't luck, intelligence, or talent, it's certainty. Most people operate from a mindset of I'll believe it when I see it. But high achievers operate from the opposite mindset. I'll see it because I believe it. When you wake up every day with the belief that success is inevitable, you start making choices that align with that reality. You take risk, you show up differently, you develop resilience, and soon enough, the world reflects back to you what you've been projecting all along. Belief alone isn't enough. You must take action. Here's how to start shifting your mindset today. Spend 5 minutes every morning imagining yourself already achieving your goals. See it, feel it, experience it as if it's real. The more vividly you imagine it, the more your brain will believe it's possible. Instead of saying, I hope to be successful, say, I am in the process of becoming incredibly successful. Instead of, I'm trying to grow my business, say, my business is growing every day. The language you use reinforces your beliefs. If you were already successful, how would you act today? What decisions would you make? How would you carry yourself? Start doing those things now. Even small daily actions create massive long-term results. Every time you catch yourself thinking, I'm not good enough, replace it with I am more than capable. Your brain listens to what you tell it. Feed it empowering thoughts. Your environment shapes your mindset. Spend time with people who inspire you. Read books that expand your perspective and listen to speakers who uplift you. Success is contagious. Immerse yourself in it. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is your mindset. The moment you start acting as if success is already yours, everything begins to shift. Success doesn't happen to those who wait for proof. It happens to those who believe first and act accordingly. So what will you choose? Will you wait for success to knock on your door? Or will you start living, thinking, and acting as if it's already on its way? Because the truth is, the moment you decide to believe in yourself, the universe starts working in your favor. Now, go out there and act as if your success is inevitable, because it is. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself a year from now, successful, confident, and living the life you've always wanted. See the details. Where are you? What are you wearing? Who is around you? How does it feel to have achieved your dreams? Now, open your eyes. That vision you just created isn't just a daydream, it's a blueprint. Every great success story starts with a clear mental picture long before it becomes reality. Visualization is a powerful tool used by elite athletes, top CEOs, and world-class performers. They don't just hope to succeed, they see themselves succeeding before they ever step onto the stage, the field, or the boardroom. Some people dismiss visualization as wishful thinking, but science proves otherwise. Your brain doesn't distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. When you visualize success repeatedly, your mind starts creating new neural pathways that make it easier to take the necessary actions to achieve your goals. Studies show that when athletes visualize themselves practicing a skill, their brains activate the same motor neurons as if they were physically performing the action. This means that repeatedly visualizing success strengthens the neural pathways that lead to actual achievement. Your reticular activating system, RAS, acts as a filter, helping you notice opportunities that align with your dominant thoughts. If you constantly see yourself as a successful entrepreneur, leader, or performer, your RAS will start directing your focus to situations, people, and opportunities that align with that belief. Simply imagining success is not enough. You must feel it. The stronger the emotion you attach to your visualizations, the more real they become in your subconscious mind. Before every Olympic competition, Michael Phelps mentally rehearsed his entire race, stroke by stroke, turn by turn. He saw himself touching the wall first, celebrating victory, and hearing the national anthem. This mental practice allowed him to remain calm and execute flawlessly under pressure. UFC champion Conor McGregor has credited much of his success to visualization. Before fights, he would see himself winning in vivid detail, even predicting how he would knock out his opponents. He famously said, if you can see it here, points to his head, and you have the courage to speak it, it will happen. Oprah used vision boards to map out her future success long before she became a media mogul. She acted as if she was already the person she wanted to become, dressing, speaking, and making decisions in alignment with her vision. Be specific. Instead of saying, I want to be successful, say, I am running a thriving business that generates 6 figures annually, impacting thousands of lives. Use all 5 senses in your visualization. What do you see? Your environment, people, lifestyle. What do you hear? Applause, success, conversations, your name being called on stage. What do you feel? Excitement, confidence, accomplishment. What do you smell? The fresh leather of your dream car, the ocean breeze from your beachfront home. What do you taste? The celebratory dinner after a big achievement. Imagine yourself taking the steps necessary for success, giving the speech, closing the deal, hitting the winning shot. The more you mentally rehearse, the more natural these actions become in real life. Write down your goals as if they've already happened. I am living in my dream house. My business is thriving. I feel confident and unstoppable every day. Create a board with images, quotes, and symbols that represent your ideal future. Place it where you can see it daily. Dress, speak, and act as if you are already successful. Make decisions that align with your vision. Surround yourself with people who reflect the future you want. If you struggle with believing in your vision, start small. Instead of saying, I am a millionaire, say, I am on my way to financial success. Instead of, I am an expert in my field, say, I am growing and learning every day. Success isn't about lying to yourself. It's about reinforcing a mindset that moves you forward. Everything you desire starts in your mind first. When you commit to visualizing your success daily, acting as if it's already yours, and embodying the mindset of a high achiever, the world begins to respond in your favor. So ask yourself, what does my future success look like? And more importantly, how can I start living it today? Now close your eyes, see your success, and go make it real. Visualization and belief are powerful tools, but they mean nothing without action. You can sit in meditation all day, imagining wealth, health, and success, but if you don't take steps toward your goals, nothing will change. The most successful people in the world don't just think about success, they act as if success is already theirs. They move, decide, and behave in alignment with their vision, even before seeing results. This is about bridging the gap between believing and doing. It's about taking daily intentional actions that align with the successful life you're working toward. If you want to change your future, you must act as if it's already happening now. Many people take action, but not all action leads to success. Running in the wrong direction doesn't get you closer to your goal, it just makes you tired. Aligned action is different. It means taking purposeful steps that match your ultimate vision. It means asking yourself, what would the most successful version of me do today? And then actually doing it. Unaligned action looks like scrolling on social media instead of building your business. Working hard, but on tasks that don't matter. And saying you want success, but not making real changes. Aligned action looks like networking with people who inspire and challenge you, practicing the skills you need for your dream career, and investing time in habits that bring long-term results. Success isn't random. It's the result of small, consistent actions that move you in the right direction. Most people don't fail because they lack talent or intelligence. They fail because they hesitate. They wait for the right motivation or external validation. Many people don't act because they're afraid to fail. But the truth is, failure is part of the process. Every successful person has failed, probably more than once. To overcome this, see failure as feedback, not defeat. Reframe mistakes as lessons. Remind yourself, action, even imperfect action, is better than doing nothing. There will never be a perfect time. If you wait for everything to be just right, you'll wait forever. Start before you feel ready. Take the first step, even if it's small. Progress beats perfection. Some people don't take action because they don't know where to start. They feel overwhelmed by too many choices and end up doing nothing. To overcome this, break big goals into small, manageable steps. Focus on just the next step, not the entire journey. Take any action on momentum, build clarity. One of the fastest ways to bring success into your life is to start acting like the person you want to become. This isn't about faking it. It's about stepping into the energy, mindset, and habits of your future self today. Think about your goal. Now ask yourself, how would the successful version of me spend today? What choices would they make? What habits would they have? How would they speak, move, and think? Then do exactly that. Before you start your day, decide what one action will move you closer to your goal. It could be writing a chapter of your book, making a sales call, going to the gym, or networking with the right people. Aligned action requires focus. Cut out distractions like mindless scrolling on social media, wasting time on tasks that don't serve your vision, and negative people who drain your energy. Success is built on daily habits. Start small, but stay consistent. Even 10 minutes of aligned action every day adds up over time. You become like the people you spend time with. If you want success, spend time with those who take action, not those who just talk about it. Keep a success journal. Write down what action you took today, how it moves you forward, and what you'll do tomorrow. Tracking progress keeps you accountable and motivated. Elon Musk didn't just dream about electric cars and space travel. He took massive action. He reinvested nearly all his earnings into Tesla and SpaceX, even when both companies were on the verge of collapse. His belief in his vision, combined with relentless action, changed the world. Before launching Spanx, Sarah Blakely was selling fax machines door to door. She had no fashion experience, no investors, and no business background. But she acted as if she was already successful. She spoke with confidence, took bold steps, and refused to quit, eventually turning Spanx into $1 billion empire. Before he was a Hollywood megastar, The Rock was broke, living in a tiny apartment and struggling in his wrestling career. But he acted as if success was inevitable. He trained, worked, and carried himself with the mindset of a champion. Today, he's one of the most successful entertainers in the world. Dreaming is important. Believing is powerful. But action is what turns vision into reality. No more waiting, no more doubting, no more excuses. Start acting as if success is already yours. Make decisions like the person you want to become. Take bold steps toward your dreams every single day. Because the truth is, the moment you start taking aligned action, the universe begins to respond. Opportunities appear, doors open, success moves closer. Now ask yourself, what action will I take today to align with my future success? Then go do it, because your future starts now. Imagine walking into a room where every opportunity you've ever wanted is waiting for you. The job, the business deal, the relationship, the success is all there, but there's one requirement. You must believe you deserve it. This is where most people hesitate. They let self-doubt creep in. They question whether they're really good enough. They shrink back instead of stepping forward with confidence. But here's the truth. Confidence is not something you're born with. It's something you build. It's a skill, a mindset, and a way of carrying yourself that tells the world, I belong here. Confidence isn't just a feeling. It's deeply rooted in psychology and neuroscience. The more you practice something, the better you get. The better you get, the more confident you feel. The more confident you feel, the more likely you are to take action. And the cycle continues. This means confidence doesn't come before action. It comes from action. You don't wait to feel confident before you start. You start and confidence follows. When you think confident, your brain releases dopamine, the reward chemical that makes you feel good and motivated. When you act confidently, even if you don't feel it yet, your body produces lower levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, and higher levels of testosterone, the power hormone. This means that by simply standing taller, speaking with certainty, and moving with purpose, you can trick your brain into feeling more confident. One of the biggest reasons people lack confidence is because they worry about what others think. They hold back their opinions, avoid risks, and stay small to avoid criticism. But here's a hard truth. People are going to judge you no matter what. Whether you play it safe or go after your dreams, someone will always have an opinion. So why not live boldly? Why not show up fully? Why not own who you are? Instead of thinking, what if they don't like me? Think, what if I inspire them? Instead of what if I fail and they laugh? Think, what if I succeed and prove them wrong? Instead of what if I embarrass myself? Think, what if I never try and regret it forever? Confidence is just a feeling, it's a habit. Confident people don't apologize for their presence. Avoid weak language like, I think, I'm not sure, or this might sound dumb, but instead speak directly, I believe, I know, this is what I think. Stand tall, keep your shoulders back, walk with purpose. Studies show that confident body language actually increases confidence in the mind. You don't need expensive clothes, but you should dress in a way that makes you feel powerful. When you look good, you feel good, and that confidence radiates. Avoiding eye contact signals insecurity. Looking people in the eye when you speak makes you appear and feel more confident. Every time you accomplish something, acknowledge it. Confidence comes from recognizing your own progress, no matter how small. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. The more you do things that scare you, the more confident you become. There will be days when doubt creeps in. That's normal. The key is to act confidently anyway. Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, Ask yourself, what if this goes right? Shift your attention from fear to possibility. Confidence isn't about already knowing everything. It's about believing you can figure it out. Act confident before you feel confident, and eventually it becomes second nature. The only person you should compare yourself to is the LU from yesterday. Focus on progress, not perfection. Before a big meeting, interview, or event, do something that makes you feel powerful. Listen to an upbeat song, do a power pose, or repeat an affirmation. Before she became a global superstar, Beyonce struggled with stage fright. Instead of letting fear hold her back, she created an alter ego, Sasha Fierce, a more confident version of herself. Over time, she no longer needed Sasha Fierce because she had become that confident woman. Steve Jobs wasn't the most technically skilled person at Apple, but he had an unshakable belief in his vision. His confidence was so strong that he convinced the world to believe in products they didn't even know they needed. Before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon, J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers. She could have given up, but she had the confidence to keep going even when no one else believed in her. Today, she's one of the most successful authors in history. Confidence isn't about knowing all the answers. It's about trusting yourself enough to figure things out. It's about stepping up, speaking out, and showing the world that you belong at the table. So ask yourself, how would I act today if I were already the most confident version of myself? What bold step would I take if I fully believed in my abilities? Then go do it. Because the only thing standing between you and success is the confidence to claim it. Have you ever wondered why some people achieve their dreams while others stay stuck? It's not luck, it's not talent, it's not intelligence. It's discipline and consistency. Most people fail, not because they lack ambition, but because they lack the discipline to stay committed when motivation fades. They start strong, but when challenges arise, they quit. Success isn't about what you do once in a while. It's about what you do every single day. It's the result of small, consistent actions over time. Motivation is great, but it's unreliable. Some days you feel inspired and other days you don't. You only take action when you feel like it, and that's not how success works. Discipline, on the other hand, is doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. Unsuccessful people wait for motivation. When they don't feel like working out, writing, or working on their goals, they make excuses. Successful people rely on discipline. Even when they don't feel like it, they show up, put in the work, and stay consistent. Discipline is what separates winners from dreamers. Small actions repeated daily create massive results over time. This is called the compound effect. Think of it like this, reading 10 pages a day. That's 3,650 pages a year, roughly 15 books, saving $5 dollars. Damn. That's $1,825 saved in a year. And with smart investing, it grows even more. Exercising for 30 minutes a day, that's 182 hours of exercise in a year. Success doesn't come from one big action. It comes from small, consistent actions that compound over time. Stop treating your goals like optional tasks. Instead of saying, I'll try to work out 3 times a week. Say, I train Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. No excuses. When something is non-negotiable, you don't need to decide every day. You just do it. Successful people don't leave their success to chance. They structure their day for productivity. Plan your morning and evening routines. Morning, wake up, exercise, journal, work on your goals. Evening, read, plan the next day. Reflect on wins. Willpower is weak. Don't rely on it. Instead, make discipline easier by removing distractions. If you want to eat healthier, don't keep junk food in your house. The moment you feel hesitation, count 5, -4, -3, -2, -1, and take action immediately. Don't give your brain time to talk you out of it. Just act. Use a habit track to check off daily actions. Find an accountability partner who pushes you to stay disciplined. Kobe Bryant wasn't the most talented player when he entered the NBA, but he became a legend because of his insane work ethic. He would wake up at 4 a.m. to practice for hours before his team's regular training. His discipline made him one of the greatest basketball players of all time. A former Navy SEAL, Jocko Willing, wakes up at 4:30 a.m. every day to train, no excuses. His philosophy, discipline equals freedom. The more disciplined you are, the more control you have over your life. Even with his busy schedule, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson never misses a workout. Whether he's filming movies or running businesses, his discipline to train daily is non-negotiable. Your success isn't determined by what you do once in a while. It's determined by what you do every single day. So ask yourself, what actions do I need to take daily to reach my goals? How can I create a structure that makes discipline easier? What distractions do I need to eliminate? Then commit, show up, be disciplined. Because when you master discipline and consistency, success becomes inevitable. Every successful person has one thing in common. They refuse to give up. Failures, setbacks, and challenges are inevitable. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't luck or talent, it's resilience. Resilience is the ability to get back up after life knocks you down. It's the mindset that says, no matter how hard this gets, I will keep going. Most people quit at the first sign of difficulty. They see failure as a dead end. But resilient people see failure differently. They see it as a lesson, not a loss, a redirection, not a rejection, a challenge to overcome, not a reason to give up. The most successful people in history failed more than anyone else, but they kept going. Thomas Edison failed over 10,000 times before inventing the light bulb. When asked about it, he said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first TV job because she was told she wasn't fit for television. Now she's one of the most influential media personalities in history. Walt Disney was rejected by multiple investors and fired from a newspaper for lacking creativity. He kept going and built an entertainment empire. Their secret? They didn't quit. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this teaching me? Every failure contains a lesson. Find it, learn from it, and use it to move forward. Resilient people don't waste energy on things they can't change. Focus on your actions, your mindset, and your response, not external circumstances. Resilience isn't about ignoring emotions. It's about managing them. When things get tough, take a deep breath, acknowledge your emotions, and then shift your focus to solutions. Successful people don't see quitting as an option. They adjust, adapt, and keep going. Ask yourself, if quitting weren't an option, how would I handle this? Your environment affects your mindset. Be around people who uplift you, challenge you, and push you to keep going when things get tough. Even in difficult moments, find something to be grateful for. Gratitude shifts your mindset from victim to victor. Instead of complaining, ask, what can I do to fix this? Train yourself to focus on solutions, not problems. Push yourself outside your comfort zone regularly, whether it's cold showers, tough workouts, or difficult conversations. Train yourself to handle discomfort. Every time you overcome a challenge, write it down. When you face a tough time, look back at your past wins and remind yourself that you always find a way. Even when things feel hopeless, take one small step forward. Action builds momentum, and momentum creates breakthroughs. Tough times don't last, tough people do. No matter what life throws at you, you have the strength to rise above it. So ask yourself, what challenge am I facing right now? How can I reframe it as an opportunity for growth? What's one action I can take today to move forward? Then take that step, keep going. Because resilience isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. How many times have you had a great idea but never acted on it? How many times have you planned to start something but kept delaying it? Here's the truth. Success doesn't come from wishing, hoping, or overthinking. It comes from taking action. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment. You just need to start. Because action creates momentum, and momentum creates results. Most people don't take action, not because they lack ambition, but because they get stuck in their own heads. They think, what if I try and fail? But failure is part of success. Every successful person has failed more times than they succeeded. They think, I start when I feel ready, but motivation follows action, not the other way around. Take action first and motivation will come. They think I need to plan everything perfectly before I start, but success comes from learning as you go. The perfect moment will never come. Start now. They think, well, people say if I fail, but people are too busy with their own lives to care. And if they do judge you, so what? It's your life, not theirs. The moment you hesitate, your brain starts coming up with excuses. The solution, the 3-second rule. The moment you think of taking action, count 3, 2, 1, and do it immediately. Don't give yourself time to overthink. Just act. The more you practice this, the easier it becomes. Instead of waiting for the perfect plan, start messy and figure things out along the way. If you want to write a book, don't wait until you have the perfect outline. Just start writing. Action beats perfection every time. You don't need to make a massive change overnight. Start small and let momentum build. If you want to get in shape, do 10 push-ups today. If you want to start a business, make one phone call. If you want to build confidence, speak up in one conversation today. Small steps lead to big results. Instead of saying, I want to get fit, say, I will work out for 30 minutes every morning. Clear goals create clear action steps. If something takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. If a goal feels overwhelming, break it down into a 2-minute action. Surround yourself with people who take action. Remove distractions and excuses. Keep a journal or checklist of actions you take daily. Seeing progress keeps you motivated. Done is better than perfect. Success comes from action, not endless planning. Jeff Bezos didn't have everything figured out when he started Amazon. He just took action. It's a $1 trillion company. Elon Musk doesn't wait for perfect conditions. He started Tesla and SpaceX without guarantees. His action turned them into industry leaders. Sarah Blakely had no experience in fashion, but took action anyway. Spanx became a $1 billion brand because she didn't wait for the perfect plan. She just started. Every dream you have is waiting on the other side of action. Ask yourself, what's one small step I can take today? What am I overthinking instead of acting on? What will I regret not doing a year from now? Then take that step right now, because the only thing standing between you and success is the action you take today. You've just gone through an entire journey of self-mastery, learning how to believe in yourself, stay disciplined, push through setbacks, and take bold action. But knowledge alone won't change your life. Only action will. Success isn't something that magically happens one day. It's a result of the choices you make every single day. You don't need to have everything figured out. Just start. You don't need to be fearless. Just take action despite fear. You don't need to be perfect. Just stay consistent and keep improving. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is simple. Successful people take action no matter what. Right now, you have two choices. You can stay where you are, keep waiting, overthinking, and letting fear hold you back, or you can take control, step forward with confidence, take action, and create the life you deserve. What will you choose? Right now, commit to one action that will move you closer to your goals. Doesn't have to be big, just one step forward. Want to start a business? Make the first call. You want to get in shape? 10 push-ups. Want to build confidence? Speak up in one conversation today. Small actions, repeated daily, create massive success over time. Imagine your future self, the version of you who has achieved everything you dream of. What would that person do today? Act as if success is already on its way. Show up with confidence. Move with purpose and never stop pushing forward. Because when you take action with belief and consistency, success isn't a matter of if, it's only a matter of when. Now go, make it happen.